With 2024 officially in the record books, it is time for us to reflect on our financial journey. What worked for you? What didn't? What lessons can you learn for 2025? Welcome to Forever Finance, where we want to live our lives our own way. Don't forget to share your victories and lessons with everyone in the comments below. First up, we have something that is a big win for us, remaining consumer debt-free through 2024. This might not seem like a massive win for some people. Or some of you might not see staying out of debt as something you need to set goals for. But with recent data showing that almost 40% of Australians relying on credit cards, being able to stay free from this debt is a big win. It highlights that the automation of the spending plan works well. The automation means that there is one less thing that I have to worry about. While we are talking about spending plans, that is our next win for 2024. Having a proper spending plan in place really was a game changer for us in our financial journey. A spending plan allowed us to break the numbers of our finances down to smaller, more manageable numbers. The large numbers of our budget looked good on paper. But as most of us know, the biggest wins in our financial journey come from the small day-to-day habits. We started using the Glen James spending plan. As we moved on with this, we started to change it up to suit our lifestyle and goals. We will leave a link to this amazing free tool in the comments below. Coming up next is a lesson that we had to learn in 2024. At the start of the year, we had plans to buy another house. After doing some numbers for this investment, I was certain we were good to go. Unfortunately, I had to relearn to always use conservative numbers. We were fortunate enough to learn this lesson before we were financially committed. But it is still hard to be told no when you have been working towards something for so long and you had built up in your head that you were ready. This lesson is a reminder that while we always hope for the best outcome, you should plan for the worst. Even 1% difference between what you had planned and what eventuated can be the difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars over a long financial journey. After talking about that lesson learnt, the next win for 2024 is the continued lessons. Continuing to improve our financial literacy is possibly the best investment we can make throughout our financial journey. As someone who struggles to stay focused on reading books outside of study, I have read almost 2 financial education books per month. This continued improved literacy has given me the ability to have more beneficial conversations with both our accountant and financial planner. The lessons learnt and options that have been made available from these conversations have been a great value to us. This improved financial literacy has also helped in my new job. Starting a new job at the start of the year was very daunting, especially as I moved into an industry that I had no experience in. My improving financial literacy allowed me to not only excel in the areas of the job I was originally hired for, but also allowed me to move into areas of the business that moved both my personal career and the company along. Having improved financial literacy also gave me more confidence around both personal and professional finances. We cannot stress how important it is for everyone to continue to improve their financial literacy as they progress along their financial journey. The new job came with many benefits, including almost a 30% salary package increase. But this did come at the cost of some work-life balance. It is important to remember that there will be times in our financial journeys that we will be required to make sacrifices to get what we need. But it is also important to prioritize what is important to you and what you are or aren't willing to sacrifice. This balance is not a major issue at the moment, but now that I have recognized and acknowledged it, the goal for 2025 is to not let it become the norm and get out of my control. Speaking of things getting out of control, there were some times throughout 2024 that spending for different events or occasions got ahead of me. This increased and unplanned spending meant we had to dip into funds that had been allocated for other areas. Everyone's budget or spending plan should be a living thing that constantly changes with your needs. And our spending plan went through several iterations in 2024. The biggest lessons we learnt from this was to include a discretionary spending account and a Christmas account. This year, we went hard to saving for an international holiday in 2025. This came at the cost of some other times of the year. By recognizing these spending needs and accounting for them in our weekly spending plan system, the goal for 2025 is not to be caught out by these events or occasions. Before we start talking about our goals for 2025, what were your wins for 2024? They can be as big or as small as you want, so long as they were a win for you. We would love to celebrate everyone's wins in the comments below. But just as importantly, what lessons did you learn? What do you now know you need to do differently? Part of our financial journeys is learning from the past, but another part is looking forward towards where we want to go. So what are our goals for 2025? Having used more conservative numbers for calculations, the first goal is to buy another house later this year. The second goal is to review our expenses and spending plan more regularly. This will make sure we account for any changes in life and don't get caught out dipping into funds again. The next goal is to read 24 financial books in 2025. This will be an average of 2 per month. Please leave some recommendations in the comments below. I would like to hear which authors brought new lessons to your financial journeys. The last goal for 2025 is to do more things for me. I plan to allocate more regular time to exercise or do hobbies. I still have years to go in my financial journey. Making sure I stay healthy and motivated will go a long way in making sure I achieve those goals. Looking back on the past can be enjoyable or it can be painful, but it is important we do it. By learning from the past, we can set ourselves up to succeed in the future. We hope you all had plenty of wins and learnt some lessons in 2024 and are ready to keep kicking those goals in 2025.